I would like to say here that as far as I have seen your campus, its infrastructure it's a very large campus having one of the best infrastructure, and I have seen 7 levels are there, and especially the cafeteria and other areas to cater a large number of students at the same time. In that way, the infrastructure is one of the best, and the resources, the optimum utilization of resources that have been done, and the technical part that has been applied over there in every aspect in your campus. That is also something which has to be noticed out here. So that I have noticed.
And I'll just add to that if you talk about the design and the facilities of the campus, it's world class. And to add to it, at the moment we're talking about National Curriculum Framework, we are talking about NEP 2020 in the CBSE schools, in our school ecosystem. And looking at that, this particular facility or this particular, you can say the institute, when I had gone through it, it makes, for the students who are future ready, they are global citizens, and it is a unique, I should say, this facility where the things, the labs, all are world class, and the amount of lab, you can say the infrastructure that I have seen, the way it is designed, the way the nitty-gritties have been looked into, whether you talk about the mass media lab or you talk about the food production facility, culinary facility, or your fashion design, or your environmental systems, all these are, one should say, to make the future ready students of today's era. So kudos to you and all the best.
I think the best part of the lab that I have seen that even then these labs are just as a part of co-curricular activities that has been given in your schools. Then also they are so sophisticated and so high class they are maintained. That's the best part of that. As far as we have seen, we have visited the school. We have seen the pre-primary section, your section also, and the primary section, and the other levels also. The technical part, that is very much, and the inclusiveness that is being taken care here. That is the best part, and I think so the changing needs of education then can be taken well off applying the technical part, and you have amalgamated it in such a such a way, such a manner in your school system that what we have seen. I think so that's the best part, and the changing needs of the education can be handled in that way in a much much effective manner.
Okay, just to, again, I'll just add to it, as I had already said, that GIIS has already started catering into the NEP 2020 that we are talking about. We're talking about the skill or the vocational education. We are talking about, having at least more than 50% of our students equipped with the skill sets, when they start off their lives, like it can start from 6th onwards. And I think that sort of the trend and the needs have already been looked into when you have designed this particular GIIS, your entire foundation school, so as to say or so as to understand. So there's more to it and there's way to go. Every aspect has been really taken care of, and I think with the times to come and whatever would be the additions that would be required, looking at the current trends and looking at the changing needs. And one more important thing that we have looked into now in these school systems is the inclusiveness. As ma'am has already pointed out, that inclusiveness has become a prime importance. And when we went around the campus, one thing which we really liked was that even if you are a person who's not really you can say a specially abled person, even if you're carrying some books with you or something like that, you can really move into with the automation systems that have been designed. You need not really be dependent on anyone to open doors for you or go from one place to the other. So I think these are the things which are really, really commendable here at the moment.
As I have already said that whatever classrooms, labs where we have visited, even for graphic design and other, you have made separate labs. And as I have already spoken, that even that these are the part of your co-curricular activities, but a lot have been emphasized in designing these labs. And I feel that the motto behind that is just to to give that education, skilled education to your students, and getting them prepared for the 21st century skills, which have become very important nowadays. So technology, I have seen everywhere it is right now, till what we have visited, that it has been incorporated in everywhere in either it's labs, it's your facial expression attendance, or the cafeteria area which have been shown to us, where the students can use their card system. So it is not only confined to the classroom, it's confined to the whole school, wherever the students visit, whatever services he or she is availing. But everywhere we have found out technology, so I think so it is going well with the technology part.
The vision, you can talk about academic vision or the skill education or the vocational education, everything has been taken care of, and there are a lot of things that needs to be worked out as and when they roll out in this different perspective, whether it's coming from the ministry, whether it's coming from the CBSE, whether it's coming from the education system here with your Singapore, where you are really placed. So all these things would really make a big impact.
The library part that swings where your students, I feel that they will enjoy reading, because we have also experienced that when we sat over those swings. And of course, the thing that your people have told us, that in the so large cafeteria, how the students are managed. Different time intervals have been given, because I feel that managing such a large crowd, and your cafeteria portion to one of the level, I have seen that very large, I think so in thousands they were telling us that sitting capacity is there. So how that is managed, and how the meal are served to them, such a large number of people, that is something that has taken my notice.
I had another aspect to it, and just to add to it, see, what I have seen is, first, the way this entire campus has been built up, because we know there is a restriction of the space. So how it has been designed and how you get the sunlight, proper sunlight is there. More than that, what I really liked was that your kindergarten is attached to an area which is a play area. So both the things are so intertwined with each other, and that can be done at any aspect, at any school. You can have very small kids who can be in the classroom, and then they can be just taken out without really covering a lot of distance, or without really making them go a long way, like climbing a step or getting out into the field. So that is something which I really liked about this, which can be replicated anywhere and everywhere, because it is not a very space consuming idea, one thing. And the second thing which I really liked was, at this stage, at this time, I have been to a lot of higher education institutions, because CBSE is also doing exposure visits to higher education institutions, where we are taking our principals to IITs, IIMs, NIDs, and all those institutions. They have the high class facilities when it comes to your fashion technology lab, when it comes to your environment lab or others. But here also, those particular facilities are there for the children to look into. Like, you can really have a 3D model being created, and just the kids can go into the computer, make a pattern, and then 3D module is in front of them. So yes, that's something very good which I thought about it.
Now that the NCF have come out, and I think so that more and more thing has to come, and we will be seeing a lot more things for in a school system, and probably your schools will also be affected. So I think so. In the later coming visits, we would be able to give more suggestion on that part. But as far as our experience is concerned, I told you that it's really the infrastructure is very large, and if we could have seen it at the time when your school is completely running, we could have gathered much more about that, because there we can just see the students, how they are utilizing these, how they are in the classroom. But even without in their absence, and few students we have seen also, we can find out, yes, the infrastructure is very good, and our experience is very nice, because we have gone to different levels, and really we have seen the services available. Personally, we are seeing the services available, and we can visualize that how students will be using that, and how beneficial that will be for the students. And in the coming days, I think so, the skill labs are there, but we want to see that more and more skill subjects, full-fledged skill subjects are going to be offered in your school for secondary and senior secondary level, because you have a very good labs, and I feel that if that can be done, it will be very beneficial for the students, and for skilling, for promoting skilling also.
If you talk about the impression, then I think I one word would suffice: I wish I could study here. So that's is all about. But yes, all said and done, it was a wonderful experience. There was a lot of things that we learned and that we understood that can be a part of the school, where we are talking about from standard, from the kids to the standard 12th. So definitely very interesting. And I would also agree with what ma'am has said, that since you have so many labs, I understand these are for your co-curricular activities, and they are good. They can be used for skill modules, because we are offering a lot of skill modules now. More than 35 skill modules are there from the kids from 6th to 12th who can opt for them. Apart from that, since the skilling has become the thing now, it would be nice if the labs which we have here can also be sort of put in together with the courses that we are offering, because we have an entire media sector where we are offering these courses. So mass media studies, multimedia, all these things are there from 9th standard onwards. Similarly, if you have a culinary lab, then you can really go in for the food production and the front office things. There is a whole full-fledged course from 9th onwards on fashion technology, on apparel. So what would happen if you will equip a child in their 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th with the courses also, with the degrees also, then it will be easier for them to have a very smooth vertical integration into their skilling or their vocational aspects, not only the academics like the science or the maths or the commerce and things like that. So that needs to be done. That is what my suggestion is all about, that now the labs which you have, you need not go into further. We are offering 23 subjects in 9, 10. We are offering more than 40 subjects in 11, 12. Don't go into the entire list. Just look at whatever labs you have, whatever the teaching fraternity you have, and the interest that can be there with the kids, what they want to do. Maybe multimedia, media would really take up in a big way. Why I am saying this, that because we have MOU partners with these different setups which we're talking about, and National Council for Hotel Management is our MOU partner, where we are giving a skilling certificate, where they have a logo of the NCHMCT, they have a logo of Skill India and CBSE. And believe me, when the kids pass out from 12th standard, after completing the course, they are going to a lot of foreign countries also, where these degrees, where these certificates are recognized, and they are easily being given admissions into the undergrad courses. So that is something that can be incorporated into this particular school ecosystem that we are talking about, your GIIS, in all over the places where you find suitable and where you have the labs that are there with you. Thank you so much.